Anxiety is the unpleasant flavor additive they put in pills to church snorting. It's the bitter taste dissolving on my tongue when I'm choking on those kinds of pills with an empty glass of water in my hand. Anxiety is chunks of chyme suspended in toilet water, disgusting, beautiful, and slow. A reminder that any moment viewed from the right angle is art. A reminder that beauty is that which overwhelms you. A reminder that art is that which overwhelms you. But it's 2 in the morning and you absolutely cannot send a picture of something you barfed up, suspended in time, in toilet water. No matter how beautiful it feels, no matter how hashtag aesthetic, no matter how poignant the accompanying iMessage caption would be, because no matter how much that one person loves you and loves you for the things that make you weird, because all of this is chunks of food and you tried to eat but couldn't keep down because of the pills. In any picture, in any painting, it is still disgusting and undesirable. It is still vomit. You are still vomit. Anxiety is needing to puke again. Anxiety is the acid in your stomach pouring out of your own nose, burning you in places you had not felt before, reminding you that everything in life is painful and scary. Everything, even if you haven't yet pondered the possibility of it in the dark, neurotic corners of your mind. Anxiety is a divide between I hope this isn't how I die, and please tell me this isn't how I live. When you find yourself when you find your face parallel to the meniscus of toilet water, tying your hair back into a messy bun so as not to puke in it, catching a glimpse of your own reflection in mascara, not on your lashes, but on your cheeks. Your naked tits, once sexy and alluring, now Jackson Pollock with the yogurt you thought you could stomach. Anxiety is the notification that pops up in the lower right corner of your laptop screen. 2 buttons urging you to update now or be reminded later. Anxiety is the metaphor behind that window that says nothing is ever good enough and everything needs to be changed. My friend, please do not mistake those blisses in your existence for getting better, because better is the top of your shadow's head trailing ahead of you on the sidewalk, and no matter how you jump or step, your feet will hit the ground again, your shadow will reset, and you're no different from where you started. Your shadow still dances with the pavement, mocking your every move. The sun dips lower and lower, approaching oblivion. I mean the horizon, and the distance between your feet and the top of your shadow's head. The distance between where you think you're stuck and where you think you need to be is only getting longer. Anxiety is the way the world around you darkens. It's the way your shadow disappears into the night. The way the progress you have made, any progress you've made, is eaten up by the void. The way you spent all evening chasing one particular shadow for the entire planet to be engulfed by one big silhouette before you ever even got close. Anxiety is that fucking update notification dinging again when you're working up the courage to write an email, when you're writing a paper that's due tomorrow. Yes. When you finally given up on the day, finally giving yourself permission to try to relax, to try to crawl into bed and just watch some Netflix. But still in the periphery of your escape lurks a tiny flag waving, blowing in the wind, reminding you that things are not yet done, that you are not yet whole. Anxiety is the way that notification only pops up in the middle of something. Anxiety is how you're always in the middle of something. Anxiety is the way that every problem of the planet creeps into your little world, but you can't fix anything because you're in the middle of something. Anxiety is the haunting knowledge that you will never get to the big problems. Because you're always elbows deep in the guts of another. Anxiety is not 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It is not fall 7 times, stand up 8. Anxiety is a staircase, and where it goes, you do not know, but it's the only way out of here, and here is where you do not want to be. Here is deep down the rabbit hole, and Alice's or anyone else's wonderland. It's not yours. A staircase where each step is 1.5 times taller than the one before it. For those of you that are bad at math, that's like hard to climb. There is no stepping back, only forward, ready or not, because there's a black hole behind you. You don't want to go back to there. You don't want to be stuck here. Anxiety is climbing a flat wall. Anxiety is a loving hand attached to a strong arm, reaching down to save you, and only a short 10 feet out of reach. Anxiety is a hamster wheel, spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, squeaking rhythmically, like just loud enough to keep you awake, just quiet enough that no one else seems to be bothered. Anxiety is a missed call from an unknown phone number with no voicemail. Anxiety is a press-on nail that snags on the inside of your coat sleeve as you run out of the house 5 minutes late, ready for the day. Anxiety is, it hangs in the space between the unlit end of a cigarette and that very uncooperative wiggle of a big lighter on a windy day. Anxiety is wherever internal audience turns that yearning for a cigarette and the way it soothes the soul into a stomach ache and the scratching in your throat and the dryness in your eyes. Anxiety is a very comfy chair that wobbles just a little too loudly on the silent floor of a library. Anxiety is the years it takes to realize that you've been the only one living in a constant state of fear. Anxiety is not never learning where panic ends and whatever isn't feeling afraid to breathe begins.